All right, we are live. Hi, friends. Let's see if this works.
All right, we're live. Let's see if it went to Twitch, and we'll share it.
Okay, that went live.
Yep, we are live.
Hi, guys. We'll be with you in just a second. There's nobody watching.
Man, that deletes everything. All right. One person's in the house. Two people are in the house.
Hi, friends. It's probably just us watching ourselves.
All right, let's see.
Hop in and say hello in the comments if you are with us this evening, please.
Yes, let us know you're there.
Hi, Tina. Hi, Warner. Look, no mask on the Facebook, on the live. Oh, you guys. I don't know if it's working from the event. Can you check and make sure it's working from the event?
Let's check the event. Let's check the event.
For some reason, I'm having trouble getting to said event.
I'm in the event. I have no idea. I don't see anything in the event.
Hang on, technical glitches. So we're a little late because, well, we walked in the door 10 minutes ago because we had eye doctor appointments this evening. Can you tell? I look a little dilated. Every time I click on start event in Facebook, it takes me to a Facebook login.
I don't know. I posted in there. We're live. We got 10 people in the house.
Hi guys, welcome.
Husto's here. Tina's here. Andre's here. Warner's here. It's a full house. Now we got up to 14 people. So all you 14 people, chime in. Our Kickstarter is live, or should be live.
So sad.
And hey guys, I'm here too. My phone's downstairs. All right. So Tina's here multiple times.
Hi, Rodney.
Rodney's here. Rodney's going to be joining us in a few moments.
Come here. Can you get up here?
Me too, being Rodney. All right, there we go. So let's see.
Indy says hi.
Indy says hi. So have we launched the Kickstarter yet? We have not. It's up on the video there.
Hang on. Here we go.
We're gonna launch. And launching.
I've read the terms of these details. Of course I have Kickstarter. Duh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
We're live. All right.
I gotta put you down.
And here we go. There it is. So there's a video you can watch of me being dumb. And
I would like everyone to know who has a history of our Kickstarters and watching our videos. It took 4 tries. I did not have to get him intoxicated. And he read the script at a decent pace. But yeah, it was thrown together in StreamYard last night at, I don't know, Tina, what time was that? Like 9 something? 8 something?
Yeah, it was about 8. All right.
It was last minute. We weren't going to do a video right off the bat, but we decided to. So here we are. Welcome to the Kickstarter.
So Robin's in the house. James is in the house. Sean's in the house. And Andre says, so is this the Killer Frost Vigil? No, that's at 9. That's over in the
to lay her to rest this evening.
That's over in the Art of Jalen Warner live stream. So here we go. I'm just gonna go through the Kickstarter real quick, so you can see there's our bios. We got writers, Stuff's writing, obviously. We got Rodney Fike. We got Brian K. Borgman writing. Artist. We got Andre, who's in the house. Is this where I come to purchase Killer Frost? Well, I suppose you could. Warner is in the comments, and Killer Frost is still available. So we got a newcomer to the art book here. We got Ayla Borgman, daughter of Brian K. Borgman.
A-list fairy is awesome. It's adorable. We're very excited.
So it looks, I was going to say we're going alphabetical order, but I guess not. So we got Adam Fields did a piece for us. Jay Fife did a few pieces, and he offered up last night to do another piece, but got so caught up on making that lovely Kickstarter video, I haven't messaged him what we need to do. Rodney Fike, who's going to be joining us momentarily. Doug Hufford, who did a piece on the first book. We're going to utilize that one again in there. Andy Cordy's working on a piece for us. Andre says, aren't you glad you invited us? Absolutely.
Always.
Let's see. Nate Lovett, he's still working on his piece, so we can't share anything there yet. Josh Metters, which, let's see if this will show up on camera. I'll open it up so you guys can see like the fuller version. So Josh Metters was actually the person that helped me derive the idea of us doing this book back in 2010, 2011. So if I can show that off, that's his Yeti piece that he did. The guy literally was doing it from the hospital bed when he went into the hospital with pneumonia, and was bummed that he couldn't finish it up the way he wanted to. And we were trying to go to print with it and whatnot. So he literally finished it while he was sitting there trying to recover from pneumonia so that we could go to print with the book before Comic-Con that year.
Yeah. And he was really the inspiration. You guys sat around and talked about cryptid creatures and all this stuff. And
yeah, we sat around. We came up with the idea while we were sitting on the couch, more than likely watching reruns of Supernatural and
well, Sean was babysitting Josh.
What was the other show we watched? It wasn't Sliders. It was shoot, I can't remember the name of it. It had
I don't know.
I can't. Important. No, it's not important. But we sat around, came up with the idea, and that's how the book came together. Albert's doing a drive-by hello tonight. Have a fun night and strong campaign. Thanks so much, Albert.
So we kept 3 pieces from the original book. Josh Peters, because he did this amazing Bigfoot piece.
See if I can
it's
find
very
that.
Cartoony, and it looks really cute in color, and it didn't get to be printed in color. We took Metter's piece and we did add a little bit of color wash to the background of it. Yeah, there's Josh's Bigfoot. I love it. And then Doug Hufford did the snake, and it was just this really cool ink piece. So those are the 3 we kept from the original book. Otherwise,
no, we kept Jay's turtle.
Oh, and Jay's turtle. Because nobody can do a turtle like J5.
There's Doug's snake from the first book, and then let's see, I just had it. Where'd it go?
The giant turtle.
The giant turtle from Jay Fife, which is just beautiful. We have the original sitting upstairs. It's going into a frame finally after all these years. Gary Rabuzzi's in the house and
Gary
says, "Good luck. I'll be backing this." Thank you, Gary. Brian is chiming in from the Facebook.
Hey, Brian.
Should be joining us on the video here. Let's see.
Yeah, Brian, if you want in, let me know.
Rodney's chiming in on the page here. He's in the house. Let's pump Rodney into the stream here.
Hi, Mr. Kai.
I wasn't trying to force my way in. I just didn't know.
I'm glad you said something because the Kickstarter.
Now I'm all red.
The Kickstarter was kind of covering you up, so I couldn't tell you were in there already.
Hi, everybody.
So yeah, Rodney's done a couple pieces for us, and he's going to be writing a story for us.
Yes. That's going to be uber tons of fun. Steph, you and I still have to talk about that.
We need a powwow.
So yeah.
And so hello, Terry. Here's the deal. This is a lot of stories. It's 30 short stories in this book. It's 64 pages in beautiful color. And the stories that I wrote before are good, but I'm going back and tweaking all of them, right? I'm updating them. I'm contemporizing them for where Scarlet has evolved to, because Scarlet's been around now for how long, Sean? 40?
This would mark what, 16 years? 16 almost years. 17 years.
She's getting old. So we wanted to update some of the stories to make it more relevant to where she's at as a character now and where she's at as a huntress. So it's a lot for me to take on with a full teaching load and everything else that's going on. So we offered up to a couple of our very good friends who are very good writers, Mr. Rodney Fike and Mr. Brian K. Borgman, to see if they would help us out with doing some stories. Now, Brian has written for Scarlet before. If you've read Tales Through Time, he did one of the stories in Tales Through Time, and he has the license for Scarlet to be in Kaiju Chaos, which is his game. And there's just this great crossover stuff that happens. So Scarlet is actually an agent with his Kaiju Chaos game. And so he's kind of adapting some of the international stories so that they will fit with both all the Kaiju Chaos stuff and with the Scarlet Huntress stuff. So it's pretty sweet.
And like that, we've already reached 10% of our goal. So
look at that, friend.
Big shout out to everybody. Apparently, Andy was backer number 2. I hope I'm saying it right. Terry is in here. Big fan of Jamie Snell's work. Brian K. Borgman's in the house. Warner's complaining that he's never been asked to write.
Warner, if you want to write, I definitely have extra characters for you to write. Because there are some characters that I don't know a lot of backstory on, like the giant spider and the Honey Island swamp monster and Crosswick and oh god, the list goes on and on and on. I know my core characters, but I haven't delved into the rando cryptids that are out there. So there's a lot of ground still to cover before we go to print in March. But you can back for as little as $10, $5. I forget what it is. If Sean Forney would scroll on the other side, he would see it.
Let's see. $5 you can get a digital package. $10 you can get the early bird package. There's 15 of 15 left. So the early bird physical package, you get the book, and you get a digital copy of the book. And so here's just some of the artwork. You guys can scroll through that over on the Kickstarter, which you know what, I should probably throw that in the comments. Sean, I appreciate the interview this morning. I'm sure that has gotten the word out to everybody. I appreciate the shares and everybody else that shares. We greatly appreciate those because every bit helps.
And Terry's a big fan of Snell. Talk about somebody who has knocked it out of the park.
Let's see if I can find the
found his love of cryptids in mass and has done 8 so far. I'm not sure if he's planning to do more. I just keep telling him to run with whatever he wants to make, and we'll use it. So there is a special Jamie Snell print package because he's done 8 pieces, and they all look really good together. Right? They've got this whole circular series thing going on.
Yeah, they'll work as little stickers.
He's awesome. He has knocked it out of the park. Go to Rodney's piece, or do I need to bring it up separately?
Let's see. I'm trying to find it because I know it's in one of the print packages. There it is.
So Rodney's piece is going to be in a print package. It will be colored. All the prints will be colored. Obviously, that's stuff we haven't gotten to yet. Ronnie, do you want to talk about your Skinwalker?
Yeah. So when I was researching what to do, I had these images in my head of what a Skinwalker was and blah, blah, blah. And upon research, it was a completely 180-degree turn than what I thought I was going to be drawing. But it was fun. It turned out to be really cool. And I just kind of meshed all the stuff, the reference and stuff that I could find, and just started adding all this detail with the horns and the fur and all the jewelry and stuff and the paint on the body and all that stuff, and it just went nuts with it.
Such a sweet
and I don't know. I just kind of went a little crazy with it. It's a little uber rendered, and you guys know I'm big on that high detailed stuff. So I had fun with it. It was a total blast to do. So it's a really, I think it's a pretty cool piece.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
And
we are So because we love Rodney's piece so much, we are going to use it as a stretch goal as well. So Sean, will you go down to the stretch goals?
Stretch goals coming up as soon as I can figure out which window to click in.
And I think I'm gonna color it with watercolors. I think Sean, you and I talked about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that would kind of give it that old Western feel to it.
Yes, I think the watercolor would look sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a coaster. We've never done the coasters before, but we were inspired by Rodney's Kickstarter that did coasters. And so we're going to try that. We're doing a couple different stretch goals, and I have more in the arsenal, but we got to hit those goals first. So Sean's going to hold up some of the new stickers. Andre's fairy is going to be a holographic sticker. The Cryptid logo is going to be a holographic sticker. And then we're doing a couple like the Scarlet Seal, the new seal, and the werewolf.
Those yet.
Those are going to be die cuts. And then the coaster, the charm, which is the Bigfoot charm, which if you haven't seen the charms yet.
I had a charm. I lost the charm.
Are you saying you lost your charm?
A bookmark and then a set of Jamie's stickers.
Yeah, I found the charm.
So,
well, hang on real quick because Terry's asking, how do you back it? So we put the link in the comments, and Andre's helping us out because Andre rocks. Head on over to Kickstarter, hit that link, and then you hit over on the side where it says pledge. Does the mouse show up when I hover over stuff? Hopefully. You see these little things that say pledge. There's the early bird one, for example. You click on those, and you can enter your pledge in. If I scroll back up to the top, there should be a thing.
Click the green back this project
Yep.
button. So go ahead and go through it. Click on that.
You can't back your own project. Well, so you click that, and then you select which rewards you want to go with.
Which package you want, and your package, your reward tier will always come with something. It's coming with either a digital copy of the book or every other package is physical. And we've got everything from prints to books to original art and sketches, all available as different packages. Once you select a package, Kickstarter now has a new beta version of the add-on screen. And so you're going to back it. You're going to go in and you're going to get to an add-on screen where you can add on other Scarlet Huntress goodies. Like if you don't have the other books, or if you're missing one book, or if you would like some of the other exclusives that we've done over the last few years. We put a lot of that up in the store, in this add-on store that they've got. And then you'll put in your credit card information and you'll back the project and life will be good. And you're not charged until the Kickstarter's done in 30 days. And then you'll get a backer report, you'll get a survey at the end, we'll get your address and all that fun stuff, and then we'll ship out your stuff in March when everything's done.
Yeah, and you won't be charged until the Kickstarter is successful. So if you back it tonight, you won't get charged until November 13th or whenever the calendar rolls into the 30 days, November 12th, 13th, what have you. Yeah. And I'm going to guess that Terry must have figured it out. And again, I hope I'm saying your name right, but thank you so much. Warner cannot multitask, so he'll back when the show is over. I pulled up on the screen the add-ons there that we've added. Not letting her click on any of the links.
I'm on my end, since I've already launched, I'm gonna log out of Kickstarter.
All right, we're gonna do some
investigating.
Yeah. So we got all sorts of crazy prize packages here. Rewards packages, not prize packages. Let's see.
Talk about the original art.
Original art. Where did that one go? I must have passed it. So we've got a variety of original art. There's going to be small original art. There's going to be 2 packages. There's going to be ink sketches, which are the ones that are pictured there. And as I get some more of these done, we'll probably add some more options to the Kickstarter. It just kind of depends on where the schedule goes. There's going to be little 6x9 of these versus pieces, Scarlet versus the various cryptids. The Yeti one's the one in progress there. We've got medium original art, got an 8.5 by 11, 11 by 14. And then we've got some 11 by 17s. There's going to be 3 different fairies. Obviously, 2 of them are still in the works. There's a swamp creature. There's going to be a Mothman that Rodney's going to ink. So, surprise, surprise, Rodney, I'm actually going to give you the piece of original art to ink.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we have not gotten to work that way yet.
Yeah, no doubt. It's all been through printed out blue line and all that stuff.
Yeah, so this will be a first for both of us, because I don't think I've ever actually I don't think I've given anybody actual original pencils to ink over. So I'll be sitting there going,
that's what whiteout's for.
Exactly.
Hey, we'll fix it in post.
Exactly. That's how we've come to figure out all these things.
There you go. That's
so
pretty sweet.
when I click back this project, it is allowing me to click on different pledge levels. So if you're having trouble, maybe just try it again and see if you can get in. You have to select your pledge level and then choose your shipping. The default is, of course, US shipping, but we did do some international shipping as well. And then I click pledge, whatever the amount is. And then there's the add-ons that you can add on through the page, and then you click continue, just making sure the whole process runs real quick. And then you can create an account for Kickstarter.
You check that. There may be a hiccup in the early backer thing for getting all the books. We're looking into that one.
Oh, yep. Hang on, I gotta log back in.
So we'll look at that. I'm gonna go over the comments real quick. So James is backed by Indy's Command. Yes, it's technology. There's always going to be a hiccup somewhere. I don't know what Warner's talking about, but I do it in one sitting.
Oh, pencils and inks?
Maybe.
Warner, you could do a lot in one sitting. What are we talking about?
Jamie's in the house.
Hi, Jamie.
Let's see. So we'll go back up and update everybody. So wow, we are at
631.
So yeah, we were at 10% now. So now what's that make that? 30%? Something like that. I don't know. My math sucks.
We don't do math.
Yeah, I draw pictures. I don't do math.
Me too.
So again, guys, share this out, tell your friends, shoot them over a link, what have you. It's always appreciated. Let's see. Danny says, I don't think Killer Frost is available anymore. Oh, that might be good. Did Killer Frost get picked up?
I'm gonna owe Warner some money.
Now it's part of a package deal. All right.
Somebody's gonna get a surprise in their package.
That's what she said. All right, so there we go. We're at 667 of our goal.
Now the early bird Scarlet Huntress series is listed at 35. I'm looking to see where the glitch is on it. Because I bet you it's in the description.
It's probably in the description. I don't know, because we got over here early bird is 30 on this package.
That would be why that pricing's wrong.
This pricing's wrong?
Yep.
Oh. Oops. Sorry, folks. We found one glitch. This is incorrect.
Delete that image.
So we're deleting that image. Sorry for any hiccups.
My pricing was bad. I thought I could do it for cheaper, but I really can't do it that much cheaper because of how expensive the books have gotten to be. So I apologize. I will remove the graphic. The reward tier is correct, and I cannot change it because people have already backed it. So even if I wanted to give you that deal, I can't.
So there we go. Apologize for the mix-up. Like we said, there would be at least one hang-up in doing this. We've proofread and proofread and proofread, and look at that. Andre is hooking us up with the math. 33.35%.
Leave it to the Canadian to do the math.
Yeah.
Us Americans, we don't do math.
Yeah, and apparently we should have been talking to Andre a bit more, because apparently there's a Bigfoot that's his neighbor. We should have been getting some more research that way.
She does go to Canada. She goes to Canada twice in the book.
There we go. Robin, thanks so much. Robin did the $35 pledge. That gets you all the books. So if any folks out there have missed any of the previous books, there is a pledge where you can get all 4 of these lovely books. Let's see if I can hold them up. Do the little card. It's not working because I'm looking at everything backwards. All right, there we go. We kind of figured it out. And then the new edition of this guy. This guy has been water damaged and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, if you have an original Cryptids book, consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, it was a very short print run, and
I think we only, what did we do?
I think over the course of the years we've maybe printed about 100 of them.
Okay, that's more.
Because we did some for Comic-Con and we printed a few more later, and then I think that's about it over the years. Let's see, Andre.
What's Andre doing?
I don't know. I was trying to catch up on comments. Blame Canada. Is that metric? Andre, what's her name? He grows carrots. Don't ask. All right. Bigfoot grows carrots in Canada. So we'll go back to some of the stories. Rodney, you're writing the story on the giant spider, right? I think that's what we came down to. Okay, yeah.
Yes. And I'm not really sure exactly, like we said earlier, what's your name? Stephanie.
That's right, folks. We are live.
Yeah. Stephanie and I still have to get together because I don't know, the context or what exactly I'm writing. So I'm really excited to have this little powwow, you and I, and I've got some ideas what I want to do, but I'm not sure what I have to do and what I can do. Nice. So that's gonna be fun. You know me, I love to write, so
yeah,
I'm all on it.
Awesome.
And the spider was fun to do. It was a polar opposite of the skinwalker because I did the spider in like an hour. So
it turned out great. I mean,
cool.
You could have told me you spent the same amount of time on both. I would have believed you. So
look at that.
There it is.
There's the beautiful piece.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
You guys.
Have you guys met?
Yeah. So if you're
we had PajamaCon, yes, we've met.
The Pajama Cons.
Look at that ink work. Ugh. I'm almost tempted to leave it black and white, but I really think the watercolor would look sweet on it.
Yeah, great.
Sean and I were talking a week or so ago. I'm going to leave the original, and I'm going to print it on Bristol board and do the watercolor or I'm going to print it on watercolor paper and color it with watercolors.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that's going to look so nice.
Yeah. So I think that'll be a really cool way to color that.
Oh yeah.
And producer D's got really high.
Yeah. Producer D's at the door saying I got to go out. So producer A is taking out producer D.
Oh, good timing, producer D.
Well, we did just get home. We both had to do eye exams today, and we ended up both getting fitted for glasses because we were sitting there doing our stuff, and because we haven't been leaving the house so much, we both kind of have a stockpile of contacts. Yeah. And they were like, well, you get way better coverage on your glasses. It was the whole sales pitch, but I was all excited when she told me like I was going to be paying like very little for getting a new pair of glasses versus whatever I would have been spending on getting contacts. There was night and day difference. So I'm like, yes, let's get glasses.
No doubt.
So that turned into Steph hasn't bought glasses since 2010, but we actually think it's like longer than that. Like 13 years ago was the last time I got glasses.
Wow.
So then I got inspired, and that's why we were late getting everything set up and getting home.
Sweet. So when you guys get your glasses, you need to take pics and post them.
Yes. I even got fancy ones that have magnetic sunglasses that go right over top of them.
Oh yes, I've had those before. Those are nice.
Yes, and when she told me about it and he was, giving me the little sales pitch, I'm like, sold.
Yep.
So Robin's asking, any chance you can throw in another book? I bought and you signed Scarlet Huntress #1 from you when you were at Rooks.
So I'll get back to you on that one in some more detail at some point, but the #1 that you bought at Roops is actually different because we've gone through a couple of print runs. So you might still want the #1. Think on it. Let me know.
That's the new cover.
Yes. This is the new #1 that we did last year. Well, kind of the year before. It was right before we did the last Kickstarter, before we did Adventures. So this is my Michael Turner homage cover. So Robin, if you don't want to do this cover, shoot me a message on the Kickstarter. See if there's something we can do for you.
But that is the same interiors. That is the same black and white book. Issue #1 is 48 pages.
Yeah, 48 pages and
48
then
pages
some.
Black and white. It's got a couple extra short stories in the back of it. Describe issue 2 because I'm gonna pull up something else.
Issue 2 is also black and white. So issue 2. Speaking of that Warner guy that never gets to write, he did ink about half of this book. So we did this back in 2009. I think it was 2009. So it continues Scarlet's story from where we started in the first issue, and this is one of our first trips out to Comic-Con, doing the small press thing out of San Diego there. And like I said, still black and white. This one is like 32 pages, I think. But we got some fun like pinups and stuff in the back of the book. So there we are. There is the Kickstarter back up on the screen again.
So I'm going to walk you guys through real quick, if I can, how to back a Kickstarter. So if you haven't done this before, if you're a noob, you're going to click the Back This Project button. And now watch, the internet's going to be slow. And then you're going to choose a reward. So there's all sorts of rewards: Wolf Pack, the Fairy Pack, the full series.
Let's cover it up.
What?
Warner says he can multitask.
Oh, good. Thanks, Warner. So I'm going to do the Cryptid Pack. That'll be my example. I'm in the US, so there's my $12 shipping. I'm going to pledge my $57. And here's my add-ons. If you have, let's say, I forget who it was that owns an issue #1.
Robin.
Rob. If you own #1, but you wanted to get #2, you can add that on. No extra shipping. It's just $6 for the book, and I could add issue #2. I can add issue #3, which is called Tales Through Time. I can add in the newest book, which is Scarlet Huntress Adventures. And then I would have the complete set added into my package. But I do have some other stuff in here. This is the add-on screen. So if you haven't seen this, this is a new Kickstarter feature. It's in beta. You can add on a remark sketch for $15. Sean is having the 15 of those available to do remarks. You can buy extra copies of the field guide. I have exclusive covers from the last Kickstarter we did, which was for Scarlet Huntress Adventures. And I do have the Scarlet Huntress, the Scarlet vs. Cryptids large print. It's 24 inches by 12 inches. It does have an extra $5 shipping fee because I can't ship it flat with your book. It's got to be rolled and put in a tube. But it was limited to 25. It was the San Diego 2019 exclusive poster that Sean had for Artist Alley. And I think I've got maybe 12 left. So there is that guy as well. And then, of course, some of the exclusive books. There's a Chrome and a Virgin and a Pearl from the Adventures set. And then we would click Continue. And then it's going to prompt you to create an account or log in. And then you would be prompted for your credit card information. And you become an official backer. And once you become a backer and you've got this account with Kickstarter, you're going to get updates from us throughout the whole campaign. As new art rolls in, as little story tidbits roll in, we're going to publish those to the updates, and you'll get those throughout the whole kit and caboodle. So very exciting. Anything to add, Mr. Forney? Did I miss any directions?
No, I think that covers all the directions. If folks got questions, feel free to message us, ask us on here. Terry was able to get everything backed.
Thanks, Terry.
Warner says we'll have to plan a weekend to sign prints. Yes. We'll have to throw a big party because I think we'll be doing that for Roadkill Rampage very soon.
We will. We are Columbus bound.
See that book in person.
Yes. Max is in the house. Max says hi, Steph. Hi, Rodney.
Hi, Max.
And Tina says, I think you should donate Killer Frost to the Kickstarter. Well,
I did.
I think that's what happened.
Warner's approval.
I think that's what happened. I think Killer Frost has been claimed.
Very nice.
You got to change the spelling of Andre's name. You left off the I.
I'm so sorry. Did I really?
That's what he says. That's what he messaged.
Shoot, Andre, my bad.
We'll fix it. Tonight. Warner says hi, Max. Brian K. Boardman says great idea. Tina says awesome. So there we go. We got all that.
We have not talked to all 16 of our original artists, but if they have their original pieces to sell, we're going to figure out a way to get those into the Kickstarter as well, either as a reward package or as an add-on, so that we can pay it back, pay it forward, get them a little green stuff to go with their package. So I'll be shooting out that message in the next couple days to all our artist friends. But if you want to jump the gun on that, you are welcome to contact said artist and get their own pricing, because it's all individual. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Warner says, be the first to back at $100, and it's you, buddy. I don't know if anybody backed at that. I can't see that information at the moment. So Killer Frost might be claimed. Killer Frost might not be claimed. We'll see. I'll have to go back in and look at that later. So cool. Sounds like somebody's setting off fireworks. There we go. Scott. Yeah. Scott says, hi, everyone. I'm late, but I made it. Hey, no worries. We are just getting the ball rolling. So what else do we need to cover? Did we cover everything? Did we hit everything? Rodney, you've done this most recently. What are we missing?
Well, that's all. What'd you say?
Terry's in Delaware. Hopefully we're both talking Delaware, Ohio.
I just wanted to stroke you guys a little bit real quick. For the people that are watching, this isn't just a book. I mean, you're getting in a whole universe of characters. You're getting the field guide and everything else. It's more than just one thing or one contained thing. It's a whole universe of just imagination and artwork and beautiful writing and beautiful artwork. So it's a whole thing. So come by, donate, or pledge. You're gonna, you're taking a step into a really cool world. So if you're into cryptids or anything like that, this is so in your wheelhouse. So this is the one to back if you're into that kind of thing. So, and it's been fun to work on, and it's going to continue to be fun to write it. I can't wait to get started. So this is it. If you're into cryptids and creepies and crawlies and stuff, you found your home. That's all I got.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
So sweet.
And just to add to what you said there with you're getting the universe. You're getting basically Steph translating a lot of the stuff I've had in my head over the years of all this stuff that I want to get out.
Scare the people.
Well, it's like there's so many stories in here that there's no way I could ever draw enough comics of or never find a way to make it happen. It's when we get down our rabbit holes of talking like UFOs and all that kind of stuff when we're streaming, I mean, it's so much of that. And this is the stuff that's intrigued me since I was a little kid that is apparently like Baywatch Nights with a cape, according to Andre. It's like, you know, this to me is like Scooby-Doo meets Supernatural, which I know they did in the cartoon form, but it's those kind of things that, you know, rolled into one that I wanted to see that, like I said, we don't always get to explore. You know, we did a little bit of it in the last book where we did actually finally get to do Scarlet taking on some gremlins, and, you know, got to make that story happen. But, yeah, you know, I highly doubt that I'm going to get to do a story of Scarlet taking on the, as we've discovered, so many different varying types of Bigfoots that exist in the United States.
Yes.
And all over.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're everywhere, but like Ohio itself has got like 4 or 5 with different names.
Oh, it can be done if you had the right writer.
All the Bigfoots team up. They go to the Bigfoot Council.
Or does she jump through time or space?
There you go.
Alternate universe.
You never know.
It's not werewolves. It's Bigfoots.
Yes, and hey, I mean, the people running the Big Hadron Collider say we're going to talk to a parallel universe in a few days. So, you know, like, pick up this book so that you can see what's on the other parallel universes, because it's apparently going to happen in real life soon.
You'll be well prepared.
Yes, you will know how to tackle Bigfoots.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna bounce.
Okay.
All right.
So, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks so much, Rodney.
Good luck. And again, people, if you're a fan of creepy crawlies, cryptids, and things that go bump in the night, this is your book. This is your universe. Hop on, back it. Sean and Stephanie are awesome folks. You guys know that already. For those of you who don't know, back it. It's killer. All right. See you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See ya.
So if you don't know a little bit about Sean and I, this is our 4th Kickstarter. This is the 3rd one related to Scarlet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 3rd one related to Scarlet. The other one was a pinup book that Sean did years ago. So we've had some good luck with Kickstarters in the past, and this book in particular is a labor of love, because this is not in the series. This is one of those ancillary side books that, you know, it's just some great stories, it's some great writing, and it's some amazing art. And so if you are interested in reading, or you're just interested in looking at all the amazing art by 16 different artists, this book has a lot to offer, and it's 64 pages. It's going to be printed perfect bound. It's full color for the first time ever, so it wasn't full color before. And it's going to be a fun read. I really hope everybody enjoys it. I do want Sean to talk a little bit about his Cryptober sketches, because that's actually one of the reward levels. So show off some of your sketches.
All right. So anybody that doesn't follow me, 10 a.m. Monday through Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern. I do these little morning warm-up sketches, and we decided we would rope those into the Kickstarter. And, you know, everybody's participating in Drawloween, Arttober, Sketchtober, Inktober, whatever. So we came up with Cryptober. And since I'm only doing it Monday through Friday, there's only 20 of them. So there's going to be 20 packages available where you can get one of these 6x9 sketches randomly inserted with the book. So you can see the list there. You know, I've got plenty of stuff to choose from that I'm doing every day. You can watch me live on the mornings, work on them, and cross your fingers that's the one you get in your package.
But it is random. I'm not promising anybody a sketch.
So, you know, I've been doing these during the morning. I spend 30 minutes on them, same as Rodney and I do with our sketch off battle. You get 30 minutes of me sketching. Whatever I come up with is what's going to go in the package. I've been posting these. I failed miserably on posting yesterday's, and I have not posted today's yet. But they will be going up. You will get to see them. So I think today was day 9. I've got 9 of these so far out of the 20. Loveland Frogman is quickly becoming one of my new favorites, because Jamie pointed out to me last night that he carries around a magic wand.
Yeah.
He shoots sparks. I wasn't aware of this. I didn't catch that in any of the stuff I was reading. So, you know, I'm getting to have fun with all these different things. Again, this is like the stuff that, you know, I need something to listen to while I'm working. I'm, you know, finding stuff on the History Channel where it's, you know, hey, we're hunting down Bigfoot. Hey, we're hunting down the chupacabra, whatever. So that's why it was fun to turn this thing into a book. And that's why Metters and I years ago came up with this idea.
And if those of you that don't know Metters, Josh Metters passed away of cancer. He had a very rare form of spinal cancer, but him and Sean were brothers, and they spent a lot of time together because Sean would go out to Pataskala and babysit him for a little bit. And they would sit there and draw and shoot the hay and hang out. And Josh is one of the big inspirations behind the book. And we kept he's one of 3 pieces that we kept from the original book into the new book.
I think we're at 4 pieces, maybe more.
Oh, okay.
4 or 5. So yeah, and there's his Yeti again. So that one's being included in the book once again, just like Fife's turtle, the giant snake from Doug, Warner's gremlin.
Oh, I forgot Warner's gremlin. Okay, so there's like there might be like 10. So what we've shown you in the Kickstarter is really just a smidge of what's actually in the book. There is a ton of art that's going to be in the book, and there are still artists working on pieces that are going to be in the book. This book could very well end up being over 64 pages by the time we're said and done, but that is my minimum.
Yeah. Here's the rest of my stack to still work on.
Yeah, there's a lot of sketches. And so we've put some of Sean's sketches in packages. There are 4 color sketches available. He hasn't had time to color the Jersey Devil yet, but he will. But he got the other 3 colored. And then we've got some small original 6x9 drawings. These are all the Scarlet Versus drawings. So we did a whole package of those as prints, but you can also buy the originals. And they are small, but they are very, very detailed inked sketches.
Let's see. Danny says a Sketchtober piece. I'll take 2 Sketchtober tears. Jeez, I can't talk. You might be able to do 2 tiers. You might have to do it with 2 different logins. Because I think you're only allowed to do like 1 claim per thing. So just giving you that heads up. And Warner, yes, stunning work from Metters. I mean, again, the guy was sitting there doing it while he was recovering from pneumonia one year.
And we have Charlotte's blessing, by the way, for those of you that don't know the story and how close we are with family.
Charlotte apparently is watching.
I double checked everything with her to make sure we were good. And she approved his bio that we put up on the Kickstarter and everything. But Josh is still a big part of our lives, and his art needs to live on for a very, very, very long time. He did an amazing Scarlet piece as well that I treasure dearly. And it's very special. So.
Andy says he's working on a homestay cryptid, and he's working on, I keep saying it wrong, but I'm going to go the Beast of Busto, whatever, Busco, whichever, however, it's the giant turtle. It's that guy. And Charlotte says you will always have my approval. Charlotte, we appreciate it. And again, Josh was a huge part in coming up with this thing. I mean, it was literally him and I sitting on the couch while we were sitting there. Most likely me drawing something, Josh playing video games, that we came up with the idea while we were playing, so at the time it was more than likely Batman Arkham Asylum. And we came up with the whole idea, and then we just ran from it from there. And now we're kind of getting it to where we wanted it to be back then, but we didn't have these capabilities to do all this stuff. So now we do. So now you guys are making it happen here through the whole Kickstarter crowdfunding thing. So can't say thanks enough for doing that and helping us get this project into reality here.
Talk about the Scarlet versus Cryptids piece.
The Scarlet versus Cryptids piece. Okay, so that's a big piece that I did last year for Comic-Con. So it's the original art ends up being measured out about 14 by 38 roughly, because the ends have a little bit of extra overhang for me being able to get everything set up for print there. So each panel is roughly about 9 to 14 inches. So it's 4 individual drawings. I basically had 4 pieces of paper taped up on my desk while I was working on this thing. But it's Scarlet versus, various Bigfoots, werewolves, Mothman, gremlins, chupacabras. My buddy Jeremy kept bugging me to put a Leviathan in there, and I just couldn't figure out how to do it. But guess what? There's plenty of pages of that Leviathan, the Bessie, the Lake Erie monster, showing up in this book.
I'm very excited for that story. I've actually added to said story.
And that story is going
to
be a lot of fun. I can't wait for somebody to see that story when it happens. I'm just going to leave it at that. But that piece there, like I said, the original art's available, and the prints are available as add-ons.
And they do have the official Comic-Con logo in the corner because they were officially approved by Comic-Con International by San Diego as an exclusive for 2019. So they're all numbered, they're all signed, they're all exclusives. So very rare print. And I only have, I don't know, I think I have like 12 of them left. And there are a lot of pieces that Sean is still in progress with. The one here on the left is going to be a werewolf transformation piece. And so it's going to be a human turning into a werewolf. And then the one on the right is going to be the mermaid scene for the book. And so we've got a bunch of different styles of mermaids that are going to show up in there. And so that's going to be really fun. Yeah, Bessie. Bessie is totally in the book. Very excited to bring Bessie into the fold. So there's a lot of different cryptids. We haven't gone through a whole list. I need to publish a list. But we did a lot of Ohio Midwest monsters. We did Flatwoods. We did Mothman. We did Bigfoot. We did Grassman. We did Yetis. Help me out here. Fairies, mermaids, skinwalkers. The skinwalker story is so... I'm excited for the skinwalker story.
The Beast of Dartmoor, the Ozark Howler.
The Kappa, which is like this weird turtle looking thing.
Yep, we're
the giant spider. So she kind of travels around the country. In fact, I'm contemplating this idea of adding a map of the United States and having her pinpoint it, because the book is laid out as she travels. So she goes out to California, she goes out to Canada, she comes back down, she hits Louisiana and Florida, and then back up the East Coast. She's based out of Ohio. She's based out of Columbus.
There's the Kappa.
Oh, that's the Kappa. The sweet art from Jamie Snell. And there's pictures of the add-ons. When you get to the add-on page, it does not show you images, which I think Kickstarter needs to work on, because that would be sweet if we could have images with the rewards at the same time. But a lot of these are from our last Kickstarter. There's a couple San Diego exclusives in there, and we'll update that as we go. We're still working on trying to add a couple more pieces to everything. Right, Andy? I think we need a map. Like, I need to like pinpoint her travels around the country, because I revised the whole layout of the book so that it was, it tells the story as she travels. It makes sense as she travels around the country. Ooh.
I like that idea. Yeah, because we've done it in at least a couple issues where Scarlet has her conspiracy board thing, where she's plotting out where everything's happening. So I think we definitely need a map like that.
Definitely doable.
So yeah, we'll figure that out, and we'll throw up some stuff on.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for a stretch goal map. Thank you, Andy. Brilliant idea.
Let's talk about shipping a little bit, because everybody always complains about shipping costs and how expensive things are to ship. If you have ever received a package from Sean Forney, you know there's a little bit of OCD in this man, and it's all related to shipping and packing. We have actually laid out, and I wish I had pictures of the basement. The basement has its own shipping and receiving department, filled with scales and shelves of packing supplies and tape and all this stuff. So we are well equipped to ship. However, it is not cheap to ship and ship well. Media mail technically cannot include all these little extras that we're going to hopefully be getting you, like the stickers and the charms, the coasters. So if you read federal law, technically, the USPS could open it, and if they open it, we can get big fines. So we are shipping things out with the help of our friends at Gemini Mailers. All the books will go in rigid cardboard mailers. They will all be packed very securely. Everything is boarded and bagged. All original art, all sketches are shipped flat. but everything is shipped very securely. We have, knock on wood, I don't think anybody from the last Kickstarter had any shipping issues whatsoever, and I shipped 200 and some packages.
Nope, I think we've only ever had one issue with a shipping problem.
That was back with Geeky Goddesses.
And something, yeah, went overseas and it got returned to us.
Yeah.
But we've been lucky with everything else, and yes, I will pack the hell out of these things. Big thanks to Gemini Comic Supply, because they
sponsored the last Kickstarter.
Yes, and
with an advertisement, and they hooked us up with lots of Gemini mailers, but I still might have to buy more.
So, again, folks, can't say thanks enough to everybody that's contributed, everybody that has contributed artwork, contributed stories, everybody that's backed this thing. We got some comments here from Andy and Warner about crossovers. At some point, yes, we will get to some crossovers. We gotta make these.
Lots of people that want to cross over with our girl, so I have to be very picky. I'm gonna choose wisely, but that won't happen for at least another year because I still have another book to write.
And I got a lot of other books to work on, so we'll see how we can get to those. But it will happen. That's what Kickstarter has enabled us to do, is to make these things much more feasible for us to be able to produce it and get everything funded. So again, thank you for everybody that's been here, that's backed it. If you would give it a share, tell your friends, just hit the share button on Kickstarter and send it to Facebook, Twitter, what have you. It's always appreciated. Every bit helps. Got to give a shout out here to Robin. Says, I just busted my Kickstarter virginity tonight. Thank you for the invite after I found your Do You Poo cover at the flea market this weekend.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Robin, I appreciate it. And that, dude, you got a very good find on that Do You Poo book. And we talked about that a little bit last night. So thank you. Much appreciated. And, everybody that's contributed, everybody that's backed, everybody that's shared it. You guys are awesome for getting out there and helping us do all this stuff. Because, we, for sure would not be doing any of this without all of you.
I'm going to share one more thing. So if you are joining us and you've never backed a Kickstarter, we will start sharing this on social media. We know we have some relatives and some friends that are not social media friendly, but would like to support the Kickstarter. So we actually have a how-to on how to create your account and how to pledge and what happens after you pledge and become a backer with your little Kickstarter vocabulary. So that'll start going up on social media so that you can share the love and hopefully back us and get an amazing book all in return. So yeah. Sorry, I totally lost my window. So give the last minute pitch, Sean Forney, because we're only gonna be on for an hour. We're gonna
all right, so Scarlet's Field Guide to Cryptids and Other Creatures. We got 30 different cryptids, creatures, beings, what have you in the book, 64 pages in color. We've got 16 different artists and writers. Everybody has cranked out some beautiful work for this thing. And we're only showing you a tiny little snippet in the previews because we want everybody to experience the book when you get it in your hands. But I'll be sharing some pictures on social media. So if you haven't yet followed us on like Instagram or Facebook on our pages, get over there, follow, because we're going to start sharing some individual artist pages or artist images. We'll be doing that over the course of the next 30 days. So you get to see some up close shots of stuff like Jay Fife's Flatwoods Monster, Andre's Mongolian Deathworm.
Warner's swamp creature that he just sent us.
Yes, the
holy cow.
Oh geez, I'm blanking on the name. The Mills Lake Monster. Warner did a really killer piece with that one. Did a killer piece with the which other monster was that? The green one.
He did the skunk ape, and then he did the
skunk ape is what you're seeing on screen there. Let's see.
I don't remember.
There's so many
So much art.
to keep up. Jamie Snell is chiming in over on Facebook Messenger. He should be joining us in the video here. Donald, hello. How are you? Doing good tonight. Getting the Kickstarter all kicked off. But you know, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna get to see, yes, Honey Island Swamp Monster. That's what it was. Thank you, Josh. And Max says, I'll have the Mongolian death worm and the General Yao's chicken. Nice. I hear it's gonna be a little chewy.
And we got some people to do some art that aren't typically artists.
Yeah, we got Jesse Noble in there. We should totally have Jesse Noble on this video, but you know, he decided he was going to go on vacation with his family. So Brian K. Borgman, if you're still in the comments there, you should totally tag Jesse Noble so you can come back and watch this video of how we're going to talk about how we got him to crawl out of his hole and draw us a Mongolian death worm.
He did a really good job. You should all read his bio in the
Oh my god, his bio is priceless.
It's hilarious.
And
we had our youngest ever artist contribute to anything Scarlet Huntress related.
And if Brian is watching,
so Brian's daughter Ayla drew us a fairy, and she even sent us 2 different versions of us. She sent us a black and white and a color version, and it was awesome. Jesse Noble's a little lame. That's okay. Oh yeah, I think it's going to be more than 64 pages too, Weiner.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a stretch goal to add a few more pages because, you know, I kept, you know, shouting out monsters while we were making the list, and let's just say a couple got left off the list, but I still did drawings of them. So yeah, 64 pages might be the starting point. But you know, there's going to be all sorts of stuff to check out as we post stuff over the course of the next 30 days, just to tease everybody.
And it is in journal format. So this is a little different than your standard comic book. This is Scarlet's field guide. So she is documenting her stories, eyewitness accounts of all her run-ins with all these different creatures. So the pages are going to look like they've had artwork added to them. Some of it will be Scarlet sketching in the book, and some of it will be like, I picked up this piece of art from Mothman down in Point Pleasant, and I taped it into my field guide. So there's going to be the look of some attached artwork, as well as stuff that will be fully attached into the book, like drawn in or painted in. So a little variety. Scarlet's got a little art side to her. And we've got packages going everywhere from $5 up to $400, I think, is the most expensive piece of original art that's on there. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. Just feel free to peruse it. If you have questions about anything, shoot us a message on Kickstarter or on Facebook, and we would be happy to answer that for you and get you all the information you need.
Straight out of Norway. So there we go. We are almost to the halfway point, folks. So again,
in an hour. Yay! Good job, guys.
And the metric percentage from Andre. So, you know, everybody, if you don't mind, give us a shout out on the social medias. Tell your friends, all that good stuff. All that stuff helps every single bit.
Click this little back button. Give us a back, but also give me a like, give me a share, put me out there, embed me on your website, whatever it is. But you can also click remind me. So if you can't back tonight, you got to wait for payday, or you got to wait till, you know, your windfall comes in the next 30 days. You can hit the remind me button, and Kickstarter will shoot you a little reminder as we get towards the end of the campaign.
And there we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Forney and I have not had dinner yet. I was wearing a mask from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. this evening, and we're tired.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Please go like, share, and back the Kickstarter if you can. Oh, 47%. Look at that. Thank you, Andre. Get back to the arting. Everybody go make some beautiful stuff. We will be around sharing this like crazy over the next few days. We've got some art to post every day, so Sean will be sharing something different with you guys every day on social media. So if you don't follow him, head over to Facebook, Sean Forney Illustration. SeanForney.com has some information up on it. His other, what's your Instagram, Twitch, it's all at Sean Forney Art.
Yep, you can follow me on all those. Like I said, I'll be drawing the Cryptober sketches Monday through Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern. So you can follow along there. You can ask questions live while I'm doing the sketches and whatnot. And there we go. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for all the contributions, all the pledges, all the shares, all that good stuff. Thank you, Andre. We will make some more magic happen here.
That's the goal. Making magic. Just shows you all my awful stuff.
Too late.
Killer Frost is still available. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you soon. Don't forget to join Sean and Rodney Thursday night for Thursday Night Throwdown and Friday night for Friday Night Draw. What are you drawing this week?
Thursday, Cereal Monsters. Head on over to the Thursday Night Throwdown, Friday Night Draw group and give us a vote on which monsters you want to see us draw. And then Friday is Frankenstein versus the Wolfman.
Woohoo! All right. Thank you for the congratulations on the launch. Here's to a successful Kickstarter. Maybe we'll come live later on in a couple weeks and do a little update. But follow us on social media and keep up the pledges, guys. We're almost halfway there in 1 hour. So hopefully we'll be funded very shortly. Thank you guys, and we will talk to you soon.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Have a good one.